Let's understand the unevolved organism and rate it for different styles of play. Pop the unevolved organism in your terrarium to get the evolving organism, a familiar with the potential to do prismatic damage during combat, block your opponent's attacks, and heal mana and hit points. Sounds great, right? Unfortunately, it will only do one of those things to start out. Adding and upgrading its capabilities requires adventuring with the evolving organism until it acquires 400 experience points. Once it gets 400 experience points, it will use all its experience to gain or upgrade one ability, setting it back to 1 pound and 0 experience. Its abilities continue to grow until you ascend when they are wiped out. The evolving organism's familiar equipment is extra DNA for 1 extra familiar experience per combat. The Yule Hatchet, Giant Yellow Hat, and Teacher's Pen are additional inexpensive equipment items that grant additional familiar experience. You can make and eat roasted vegetable focaccia for a big boost to familiar experience, use potions like Short Glass of Water, or buffs like Curiosity of Brotary Pen from the skill book Uncle Romulus. It's not yet known if the evolving organism has a maximum number of ability enhancements or if it can keep growing with experience forever. Any given ability can be enhanced at least 18 times. One shortcut to more abilities is to use Ghost Dog Chow to add experience to your active familiar, but Ghost Dog Chow can get expensive fast. It takes 20 Ghost Dog Chow to get your familiar from 0 to 400 experience. Note that even if the evolving organism reaches 400 or more experience, it will not consume the experience to add an ability until the end of its next combat. Any experience above and beyond 400 gets wasted. The evolving organism's abilities will depend on how quickly it gains experience while adventuring with you. Starting out, the evolving organism will only have one ability chosen randomly from the set, so it may be tough to justify adventuring with it if you have other Mr. Store familiars. No abilities are also randomly chosen, so your evolving organism may go big on hot damage and have no healing abilities at all. All its abilities are designed to help you both survive combat and heal for the next one, so the evolving organism will be most helpful against monsters or zones with the toughest fights. No other familiar has quite the same combination of abilities. The closest may be Mew, which provides elemental resistance and elemental damage during combat, but without the potential to block attacks or heal hit or mana points, or the Mr. Store Shorter Order Cook, which de-levels and attacks for elemental damage during combat. Both Mew's and the Shorter Order Cook's abilities are available immediately once in your terrarium and become stronger with added weight. The evolving organism's abilities are not tied to weight. Instead, they become stronger as it evolves by adding to an existing ability. This makes the evolving organism's behavior more consistent since its weight can shift wildly over the course of several combats. Because the evolving organism consumes its familiar experience at the end of combat to add abilities, this can cause the doppleshifter, or any familiar with the tiny costume wardrobe equipped, to reset their experience to 0 if they decide to copy an evolving organism. If this happens to you, running away will prevent your familiar from consuming all its experience. So how does the unevolved organism measure up? If you spend a long time after defeating the naughty sorceress without ascending, the evolving organism can be trained up to be a juggernaut in combat. This can help you add lots of monster level or just survive difficult zones. The evolving organism may be a good choice to help you survive combat in run since the Shorter Order Cook and Mew are not in standard, but its usefulness is limited since the evolving organism won't gain many abilities. I rate it 3 out of 5 stars for quality of life. Both item and meat farming typically requires that you keep your target monster alive as long as possible to wring out all potential value, so the evolving organism is the last familiar you would want to use because of its prismatic attacks. I rate it 1 out of 5 stars for farming. The unevolved organism only helps with familiar minigames that require using more familiars than your opponent, so it's no more valuable than adding any other familiar to your collection. I rate it 1 out of 5 stars for PvP. The startup cost of using the evolving organism along with all the other familiars needed to accelerate council quests means it won't see much use in the fastest ascensions. I rate the unevolved organism 1 out of 5 stars for speedruns. I hope this helps you decide if you should pick one up.